Sir, can you present yourself for all the children that are watching us in our unity?
Absolutely. My name is Doreen Mulenga. I'm originally from Zambia and I work in UNICEF Jordan Regional Office.
Thank you. So let's start questions. You're the Deputy Regional Director of the UNICEF, which means that you have a large vision of the region. What do you think about the Syrian and Iraqi crisis, which the children are the principal victim?
I fully agree with you in terms of what you say, that children are
The
victim or they're living the consequences of adults' decisions.
Yes.
The crisis has been with us for 5 years, almost 5 years plus. Children are being affected in a number of ways. One, some of them are moving away from their homes, so they're going into communities that are not familiar for them. They've never known anything but war. Some of them have grown up, they were born in war, they've grown up in war, so they've never known a life without guns, without bullets, without infrastructure that's damaged. They've grown up in situations where they've lost parents, they've lost families, they've lost brothers and sisters. So it's a very, very complex time for these children. They're very emotionally affected. Some of them are not going to school. So for them, it's a very sensitive time in their lives. And as UNICEF, we want to see how we can help relieve them so that they grow up, they can play, they can go to school, they can have food, and they can have access to health facilities like any child anywhere in the world.
Oh, thank you. Second question is, 50 million children are homeless and have no family contact. What did the UNICEF did to help them overrun in this difficult situation?
Good question. For children who are either alone or they don't have shelter or protection, we try and work with government to make sure that they find, depending on the laws of that country, whether they can set up foster care, whether they can set up care programs that make sure that those children come under the protection of government or families or extended families that can help them grow and be productive citizens of their country.
Okay, thank you. Next one, you have been in several number of countries. What's the positive and negative points that you can? No, sorry, I missed it. What's the negative and positive points of childhood development of the region, and which solution this conference can bring?
Wow. I think the positive thing about the region and the children is that they're so resilient. They've gone through what they shouldn't be going through as a child. They've seen horrors. They've seen so many difficult things. But despite that, they can smile, they can sing, they can play. And so I think the positive thing is the resilience of children, that they have hope, that they have hope for the future. And I think for that we need to celebrate that children still have that capacity to live and to smile, as I said, and to play. The negative thing is that they are a victim of consequences that they have not created. These are consequences of adults, but they are having to live this. And I think that is the negative aspect of the situation that we find ourselves. But as UNICEF, we're trying to work with governments to make children's lives better so that they can grow up, as I said, and enjoy childhood.
Yes, that's awesome. You had I'm gonna say the Rabita and the UNICEF had a convention which focused on three capital ways of collaboration: video games, comics, and storytelling. Do you think that this is a sign of innovation in the UNICEF?
Absolutely, absolutely. I remember my own kids and how they enjoyed, storytelling, but also how they enjoyed to even write, their own stories.
Yes, I do.
So this is just fantastic, and I think it's an excellent, excellent example of the creativity that we can use in children themselves to help them grow and enjoy childhood.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I want to learn a bit more about this so that we can share it
Yes, we actually,
all over the region.
yes, we've already done 2 comics, like in our Unity, and we're preparing one with the UNICEF.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So let's continue. Last word for all the children that are gonna watch this interview. What you can tell them?
Oh, keep smiling. And just know that UNICEF is here for you. We don't want to leave any child behind.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that every single child is given an opportunity to grow, to develop, and to transition into adulthood.
Can the African children become like you in the future? Like in all the villages?
Not? Why
Well,
not?
come on.
No. Why not? And I
Yeah.
think as UNICEF, we hope that we're role models. I come from Africa. I come from a background that is a poor background. So I hope the children can look at me and say, if she can be there, why not me?
Yeah.
So I hope I'm an inspiration to other African
Yeah.
children.
Thank you so much. It
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.